What exactly does Elder Advisors do? How do they help families? Well, they do it every day, and they are one of a kind. No one does it like Elder Advisors. Larry Weiss is here. He is the owner and the president, and also Lindsay Fleming, who is the senior vice president. Both of you, welcome. You're a little early on the, I'm guessing this for St. Patty's Day, the green?
You know, John, first of all, it is hot in here. Did someone leave a space heater on?
It's the energy that you bring. It just, you know.
No, it's your good looks. I looked for the space heater. I didn't see that one was left on. It's your incredible good looks, John Ramsey.
He is on, ladies and gentlemen. He is back.
And you know what? How come we can't get ready for St. Patrick's Day 2 or 3 weeks ahead? I mean, you go to Walgreens in September, and Christmas is already up. Why do we have to wait one day before St. Patrick's Day?
See, if I had you yesterday, Mardi Gras. You know, it's
Fat Tuesday.
Today's Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
And the green qualifies. That's one of the colors for Mardi Gras. Yeah, it does qualify.
Thank you.
Okay, for those who are not familiar, tell them a little bit about what Elder Advisors does, because you do help families.
We do.
And the big component there is keeping their own cash.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And also just a peace of mind. We've been doing this now for 26 years, John. I'm blessed. I love what I do. I'm living. I'm not existing. I've got 2 offices. We just hired another lady, Kelly Albrecht. Hi, Kelly, if you're listening. She starts Monday. And so we'll have 7 of us working there. But we help families. For husband and wife, we have the ability to protect all of their assets if one spouse goes into care. If it's a single person, we can protect half of the assets. And it's like Steve Langdon, the beautiful, handsome elder law superstar attorney Steve Langdon from CWLB Law says, it is good news because we can make use of the rules to protect assets. We're doing workshops next week. 10 a.m. both days, Monday and Tuesday. Come on out to the workshops. You can go to freeworkshop.com, but it is good news.
Yeah, it is good news. And really, I'm not going to diminish keeping your own money. That is important, and that's the priority here. But also, there is a compassionate side to this, because when you're going through something like this, moving a loved one into a senior facility, it can be tough emotionally. Maybe you make wrong decisions. You guys are pros at this. Lindsay, talk a little bit about your background and that side of the business, because that's important.
Yeah. I only half-jokingly say that I have a lifetime of experience in a nursing facility. I was essentially raised in one. My mom worked in one my whole life. And as soon as I left college, I went to work at a nursing facility and have a lot of experience there and with hospice care as well. And it's just, our families are struggling. It's a very hard time. They're getting information, this barbershop law and beauty shop law, and everybody's got an opinion and some kind of, well, this and this and this. And it's horrendous to try to navigate on their own. So that's what Elder Advisors does, is really tip to tail helping families navigate the healthcare system, getting into care, a skilled nursing facility, either in Kentucky or Indiana, wherever they need, and holding the family's hands, giving them that peace of mind that's so important. It's so important.
You just said tip to tail. So let's talk about some of the layers that you cover. Okay, I think we can't diminish. Placement is important. I know that's one of the areas. Yep. Also, the legal side, as you mentioned, Steve Langdon. But real estate side, you got that covered. Yep. Just talk a little bit about each one of these layers and maybe things that people aren't aware of, Larry.
Well, Autumn and I met a lady yesterday, and she's completely overwhelmed. She's a friend of the family, but she's kind of got delegated to deal with this. And the lady that's in care has a bunch of different properties, and Jeff Hurst, Remax Properties East, doesn't know it, but he's soon to be a property manager for this lady, because there's like 8 pieces of property. And I said, because, there's a component of finances, but there's also just the stress. And I said, Jeff will deal with the tenants. Jeff doesn't know any of this. If he's watching TV, he's hearing it for the first time. I'm telling Jeff what he's doing. But no, Jeff excels at what he does. He has a real estate component, and the lady's like, great, I don't want to deal with these people anymore. The property needs to be sold. I said, Jeff Hurst, Remax Properties East will make that happen. There's probably 7 different properties. Jeff will probably just do a big package for all of it and sell it. Fair market value, of course. But I delegate, and I make sure that no one's left without a resource, whether it's real estate, certainly legal, because I'm not Kentuckiana. I'm a beautiful woman, Kentuckiana, but I'm not an attorney. Steve Langdon, CWLB is. Who is your favorite TV personality? As a lot of people think, I'm a TV personality. John Ramsey, Wave 3 Listens Live. Wave 3 Listens Live.
I don't know. I think if I take off a week, will you fill in for me? I think you could do it. I know you could do it. So you mentioned Jeff Hurst.
Right. He'll be here Friday, Kentucky, and tune in.
So what about those folks who say, I don't want to sell the home, but I've heard I have to? What would you say to that?
Well, and the tragedy is, I'll have husband and wives situation where the wife comes in, the husband's in care, and she's convinced she has to sell the house. house.
No.
That is barbershop law beyond all description. She gets to keep the house. It's an exception. She gets to keep the house. So the husband and wife, and she was nearly in tears. Oh, because all of her friends said, well, you have to sell the house. No, husband and wife, she can keep that. Now, there's situations where there's singles, where the house comes into play. Often, Steve and I, on the legal part, Steve Langdon, on financial advisors, where we can keep the house as well. But there's a lot that we do for that. Instead of just a cut and paste, sell it, you can't keep it.
Yeah, and then let's talk about, you said the news is good, and it is good. For those who've, maybe you've been procrastinating, you said, because I don't want to face this. I know it's going to happen. I don't want to face this. The news is good. You can save money. Don't believe, like you said, barbershop law that you hear. And let's talk about the advantage of going to these workshops, Lindsay, is also peace of mind. I think that's, you said you deal with senior living facilities all the time, and I'm sure you see people who are pretty distraught going through the process. Talk about how much better they feel after talking to you guys.
Yeah, and I love, Larry starts all of his meetings with, my goal is that you feel better in an hour, 45 minutes than you do right now.
Yeah, that's a good goal.
And we're usually able to deliver on that. And it is about just having an advocate and having somebody who knows the language that they're speaking at the skilled nursing facilities, or the realtor, whatever it is, and just having a coach, right? We're coaching these families through the most difficult thing they've sometimes have ever been had to go through. So we are really excited, and our partnerships in the community are so helpful. I had an appointment yesterday with a clinical RN nurse navigator that has some specialties that our clients can benefit from, and we are just relying heavily on the folks that our clients need, and we've built up those partnerships, and we're excited to share those with our clients.
So let's talk more about this workshop. Okay, you say, Larry, make sure that you feel better leaving it when you came in. Larry, when you walked in the room, I felt better. I mean, within a minute.
You know what?
It happened
back
instantly.
at you. And you know what?
Instant.
L.A. and I were talking in the green room. Big fan of L.A., you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I can't say anymore because it's live television. I'm a gentleman. Gentleman never kisses and tells, but L.A., we got to go on.
Well, yeah, we'll get L.A. on the show sometime. So for those who are going to attend the workshop, I highly recommend. It's been a while since you've done one of these. And they do fill up quickly because the news is good and it's information that you need. It's going to happen to all of us. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, well, we're doing something different for March. We're doing 10 a.m. Normally in Kentucky we do 6 o'clock, but we thought, daylight and everything, let's go get and jump on things. So Monday we're doing 10 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn. And, of course, Tuesday we've always done 10 a.m. at Indiana at the Hampton Inn on 1501 Broadway Street. We're off Veterans Parkway. But it is good news. Folks, go to freeworkshop.com. It'll answer all your questions when you go to freeworkshop.com. And you can always call 855-LARRY-55. It also will answer all of your questions and solve all the problems of life. It's really that simple. But I want to circle back to Lindsay because, one of the components I couldn't do was the health care. Some people call me Dr. Love, but I digress. But that's something else. But people would ask a lot of medical issues and doctors and stuff like that. And part of where Lindsay has really filled a void that we did not offer before was personal care. Driving over here, she's on the phone with a lady up in Batesville, Indiana. We thought we had her in all situated, and then there were some other issues. So, you become clients for life. We never go away. We're there for you.
Yeah, you mentioned something, Lindsay. You said if you have a special medical issue or a challenge, that you can find the facility that maybe helps them best. There's a lot of them who concentrate on memory care, dementia, that kind of thing. So whatever the problem may be or challenge may be, you say this facility is good for that.
Yeah,
right?
And we give our families all of their options, encourage our families to go out and tour and help them do that. But we've got great facilities in the area, and they all have their sort of special niches and what they really are liking and what they are good at and what their specialty is. We know that, and we can send that on to our families as well. So that's important benefit. Anybody who has any type of question about what am I supposed to be doing in 4 or 5, even years, the workshop is appropriate to get online, freeworkshop.com, and come out and see us and feel better. Feel better.
I'm curious about the audience that this attracts. Is it folks like myself who maybe their parents are getting ready to move in, or is it the actual parents who say, oh, I'm healthy now, but I know it's coming, or is it both?
It really is a mix, and Autumn is our placement angel. She'll be on the show tomorrow with Lindsay, and, of course, the elder law superstar attorney, Steve Langdon. He's a lot smarter than I am. He's not as good looking. So it's kind of a give and take for that. But Autumn will be here tomorrow talking about the placement nuances, because she really has excelled in the last couple of years helping families with the nuances of placement, giving the families choices, as Lindsay was saying. But, yeah, we have a lot of the sandwich generation. A lot of the sandwich generation where we have people in their early 60s. They're raising their grandchildren. but they're now taking care of their 85-year-old dad.
Wow.
And they got on both ends. So it's very tough, but that's the benefit coming out to freeworkshop.com. The workshops next Monday and Tuesday, they're fast-paced. They're about an hour and a half. You're going to have some fun. It's not boring. Steve does a great job of going over the legal components of what he does, and we do the financials as well. And we make ourselves available to answer questions privately as well.
There you go. So, yeah, this is really, as I said, good information. It's going to happen to all of us. Be proactive here. We recommend you get ahead of it. And, Lindsay, I want to thank you. There are the workshops. Go. You're going to feel better as you leave. It is good news. Yeah, it is good news. Larry, thank you again for what you do with Elder Advisors. Lindsay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing some sanity.
Senior Vice President, Lindsay Fleming. Hey, A.J. Fleming, good-looking man. Good-looking man.
All right, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back, and Don G will tell you.